Chapter 678, The Great Race in a Cave. Part 1, The Poisonous Atmosphere of Pandora. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. It starts with the USS Valor flying in space. Me. Captain's log. Stardate 2579.6. The USS Valor is flying through space en route to the planet Pandora in the Alpha Centauri system, 4.5 light years away from Earth. Our mission is to find out if the planet is perfect for one of the upcoming death-defying challenges of Total Drama Galaxy. Lincoln. So what is the planet Pandora? Me. From what I saw in the movie Avatar, it's a planet that is very much like Earth, but it has an atmosphere that is poisonous to human life. It has 18% carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and oxygen, 5.5% xenon and 1% methane and hydrogen sulfide. It's also 20% denser than Earth's. Earth? Wow. That is amazing. Me. It sure is. Lincoln. In what year does the movie Avatar take place? Me. 2154. 135 years into the future. Lori. That's literally a long time. Me. It sure is. Lisa. Second elder brother. We have appeared to have arrived at our destination. Me. On screen. We saw the planet Pandora up ahead, and it was a breathtaking planet that looked very much like Earth. But it was in orbit around a blue Saturn-sized gas giant planet called Polyphemus, and it had 4 moons. It was literally beautiful. Me. Wow. Lori. It's literally beautiful. Lisa. Indeed it is. Me. Let's head down. Lisa, Lincoln, Lainey, Lori, Lynn. You guys come with me. Nathaniel, you have the con. Nathaniel. Acknowledged Grandpa. We went down to the planet and we had our exo packs on. We landed on the planet and we saw that it was an awesome forest planet, and it was loaded with dense jungles, strange floating mountains, massive trees that stuck out like sore thumbs, a breathtaking view of Polyphemus and 2 of the 4 moons. Me. Wow. What a view. Lincoln. This has to be the most beautiful planet I've ever seen. Lori. It sure is. Lainey. It's magnificent. We heard a thump and we saw in a crater a huge mining vehicle and a bunch of dump trucks loaded with rocks. Me. It's a huge mining operation. Just like in the movie. Lainey. What are those trucks loaded with? Me. From what I remember, they are loaded with a strange metallic element that was thought to have been fictitious, unobtainium. Lisa. Fascinating. That metallic substance is fictional. But with everything that's been happening over the course of the last 3 years, it's now real. Me. It sure is, Lisa. And believe it or not, it's worth its weight in diamonds. It's priced at $20 million per kilogram. Lynn. Whoa. That is a lot of money. Lainey. It sure is. Me. Let's go see where those trucks are going. We followed the trucks and we were led to a huge mining facility. We saw that it was a building from the 22nd century. Me. This is a 22nd century mining facility. Lainey. Why was this all set up here? Me. If I remember what happened in the movie, this whole mining facility was built out here on Pandora to get unobtainium. But they have a huge opposition from the natives that live here. They are a race of humanoid aliens that are similar and identical to that of the Native American Indians on Earth. They are called the NA6. Lynn. Oh yeah. They were cool. Lori. They literally were something. Lisa. They were indeed a magnificent extraterrestrial species. Albeit a fictional one. Me. But one thing still puzzles me. Let me see here. I took off my mask and I took in a breath. Me. Inhales. Hey. I can breathe. Lainey. How can that be? This planet has an atmosphere that's poisonous to human life. Me. That's what surprises me too. JD too. I can answer that. The Evan U Squadron has the ability to breathe on any type of planet, regardless of what the atmospheric conditions or how inhospitable it may be. Me. Wow. That's amazing. JD too, it sure is. Me, I can breathe in any environment regardless of the conditions. So living on a planet that has an atmosphere poisonous to human life is a walk in the park for me. Lincoln, JD, that's so cool. Let me see if I can do it. Lincoln, Lori, Lynn, Lainey, and Lisa took off their masks and they can breathe in the poisonous air too. Lincoln, we can breathe. Lori, we literally can. Lainey, this is amazing. Lynn, wow. This is cool. Lisa, fascinating. The air may be toxic to humans, but to us it's not. Me, this is awesome. Let's go talk to whoever is in charge here. We walked and I noticed that I was lighter on Pandora than on Earth. Me, wow. Do you guys feel lighter here than on Earth? Lori, I sure do. Me, it appears that the gravitational density is lighter here than on Earth. I did a scan of Pandora and compared it to Earth. I discovered that Pandora is about the same size as the planet Venus and the gravity is 20% lighter than Earth's. Me, wow. Check this out. I revealed the results and everyone was amazed. Lincoln, so Pandora is smaller than Earth? Me, that's right. Pandora is 9% smaller than Earth at about 11,447 kilometers or 0.8984 Earths. Lainey, so about 15/16ths the size of the Earth. Lisa, close enough. Me, that's right. A mining truck came by us and we saw sticking into its huge time some huge arrows. Me, wow. These arrows are huge. I pull one out and it was a big arrow. It was about 5 feet long and it had an arrowhead that was about 6 inches wide. Me, wow. These arrows are amazing. These are almost as big as spears. Lori, they are literally just about that long. Me, no kidding. And the craftsmanship is amazing. I held onto it. We went into the mining facility and we were amazed at what we were seeing. We saw 20-second technology that was 135 years more advanced than anything we were familiar with. Me, wow. This is all amazing technology. Lisa, indeed. Even the technology in the city of Gotham Royal York has no comparison. Lainey, it sure is advanced. We saw all kinds of equipment and more and we met some amazing people. We saw an amazing creature in a tank with some kind of fluid. Me, wow. Lori, what are these? These are avatars. They were grown with a mixture of human DNA and the DNA of the natives. Me, oh wow. Oh, I'm sorry. JD. Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Dr. Patel, oh wow. It's an honor to have you all here. I'm Dr. Max Patel. I'm one of the heads of the Avatar program. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you. We found out that the Avatar program was designed for human drivers to subconsciously link up to human NA6 creatures they call avatars, and the purpose of the Avatar program to try to get the NA6 to relocate while they mine for unobtainium. Me, wow. That's a huge deal. But something tells me that that's not gonna be an easy task. Dr. Patel, it's not. We went to talk with the owner of the facility and we were introduced to Mr. Parker Selfridge, head of the mining operation on the planet Pandora. We talked to him about what was going on and more. But we recently found out that the relations with the NA6 and the humans are only making things worse. They were getting along good at first. But things are starting to escalate between the two races. And they are worried that a war may soon happen. Me, boy, it sounds like you all have your hands full. Parker, we do, JD. And we are worried that if this project doesn't go through, then we've had it. Me, looks like we got here just in time. We discussed why we were on Pandora and Mr. Selfridge accepted it. But on one condition. Me, what is your proposal? Parker, we need your help to get the NA6 to listen to us so we can work together. Me, it's not gonna be an easy task. But we're known all throughout the universe and we'll do everything we can. But you have the support of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Parker, thank you so much JD. Me, you're welcome. The NA6 won't listen to you all, but I have a feeling they will listen to me. The Loud siblings went back to the ship and I went to talk with the NA6. They were an amazing blue humanoid race and they were amazing creatures. I showed my wings and my symbol on my forehead and they knew who I was. Turns out I was inscribed into many of their art and it was in a prophecy that I would bring their race and another race that threatens them together. Their prophecy came true. I brought them both together and it was the beginning of an interplanetary friendship. I told the NA6 about the ghost of Heather that is invading their land and I told them to let us worry about it when the time came. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 2. The Great Race in a Cave. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We were at the estate watching TV and reading books. Me. So far things have been very quiet. Then the racing channel came on. Lana, cool. It's the racing channel. Billy Natson was on. Billy Natson, hey racing fans. We have quite a treat for you. We are in the Ural Mountains of central Russia and we are going to be racing through an amazing cave. We are going to be racing through the largest and most treacherous cave system in the world. It's a race through the Cave of Doom. The cave is called that because no one that has entered this cave has ever come out alive. Me, ooh that sounds like a great race. Lainey, gulp, that sounds like a scary cave. Lucy, if it's dark I will love racing it. Rocky, me too. Me, this is gonna be awesome. It's race time guys. We cheered and we were in our roadsters and we were off to the Ural Mountains in Russia. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Central Russia. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We were in our roadsters and it was an awesome time. We were at the entrance to the largest cave system in the world, the Nakoma Cave, also known as the Cave of Doom. They call it that because anyone that entered it never came out alive. Tracks, Bumblebee, Blue Streak, Wheeljack, Smokescreen, Sideswipe, and Sunstreaker were participating in the race and so was Cheetah, Scream, Lasher, Fuzzy and his nephews, Breach, Ace, Bleeze, Frightwig, Stalker, Craven, Phage, Calypso, and Toxin. Cheetah's roadster was called Cheetah's Prowling Speeder and it was a yellow car with black and orange spots and it had a cheetah tail on the back spoiler and cheetah ears over the lights. The lights were cat eyes. It had the number 72 on it. Scream's roadster was called Donna Diego's Screaming Storm and it a black and yellow car with lashing spear tentacles on the side and symbiote tentacles on the back. It had the number 48 on it. Lasher's roadster was called Ramon Hernandez's Whiplashing Road Bleeder and it was a green, blue and black car with scythe blade tentacles on the side and symbiote tentacles on the back. It had the number 95 on it. Fuzzy and his nephews all drive one car and it was called the Lumpkins Meat Storming Battlecruiser and it was a pink car with many kinds of meats on the sides and all kinds of stuff you would find on the farm. There were two sidecars on both sides and in them were Scuzzy and Wuzzy and there was a top car on top of the car behind Fuzzy with Cuzzy in it. The three of them had meat ray blasters on them. The car had the number 123 on it. Breach's roadster was called Breach's Interdimensional Portal Skimmer and it was a black and red car with her two big arms on the sides as rails and there were her portals on the sides. And the number 113 was on it. Ace's roadster was called Mariah's Psychic Road Warper. It was a purple car with a big eye in the front and it had hypnotic spirals on the sides and the number 66 on it. Blease's car was called Blease's Raging Bone Crushing Blood Cruiser. It was a red car with bones and blood on the sides and her wings were on the back and the headlights were red like blood and the symbol of the Red Lantern Corps was on the front hood. It had the number 79 on it. Frightwig's car was called Frightwig's Hair Raising Pummeler. It was an orange and yellow car with her hair tentacles on the sides and the heads of Thumbskull and Acid Breath were on the back. The number 342 was on it. Stalker's car was called Stalker's Jungle Death Stormer. It was a green car with symbols of all the animals of the animal kingdom on it and leaves were on the back spoiler. It had the number 73 on it. Craven and Calypso are in the same car. It's called Craven and Calypso's Jungle Shredder. It's a green car with animals and leaves on it, and leaves were on the sides. The number 777 was on it. Phage's car was called Karl Mach's Viral Road Decayer. It was a black and yellow car with symbiote tentacles and vicious fangs on the radiator grate. It had the number 654 on it. Toxin's car was called Patrick Mulligan's Bloody Road Poisoner. It was a black and red car with symbiote tentacles on the sides and the number 400 on it. Drag Strip, hope you guys don't mind us participating in the race. We haven't been in one since the Speed Planet. Me, I can tell. It's good for you all to get a good race every now and then. Drag Strip, that's true. Override, I haven't had a fun race in a long time. Bumblebee, this is a first for me. Override's hood opened and in it was Lori Jimenez. Lori J, hey guys. Me, hey Lori. I didn't know you and Override were gonna join as well. She'll be buried 6 feet under when we run her off the road. Me saw a rickety go-kart and in it were 2 kids. They were the 2 ruthless bullies from the Little Rascals and they hate everyone that races, Butch and Wim. Me, I know you too. You're Butch and Wim. The worst cheating racers in the history of go-kart racing. Butch, that's right, and when you lose we're going to kill you. Me, don't count on it you little brats. Override, you kids have no idea who you are up against. We saw Dick Dastardly drive up. Me, Dick Dastardly, we haven't seen you since the Gotham Royal York 500. Dick Dastardly, that's right, and I have a score to settle with all of you. Bumblebee, bring it on you villainous freak. Bowser Jr., these races are actually similar to those Mario Kart tournaments I participated in. Wild Rider, really? Bowser Jr., remind me to show you some of the games sometime. Breakdown, I don't know about this. What if the cave's too small for us? Moto our master, relax, breakdown. I'm sure the cave won't be that small. Me, it won't be Moto our master. This is gonna be so much fun. Superman and Shazam were in the crowd watching. Superman, Shazam, I want to say that I'm sorry. Shazam, for what? Superman, you were right back then. It was wrong of me to just blindly attack Luthor, and I'm sorry for how I treated you back there. You were right to try calling me out on all of that. Shazam, yeah, I can. You just made a mistake, and so did I. I know it was wrong of me to just attack you, but you were out of line. But I know that I shouldn't have been trusting of Luthor. And so, I'm sorry too. Superman, so I guess we're even. Shazam, yet. But let's root for JD. Superman, yet. Billy Natson appeared. Billy, and welcome to one of the most interesting races in roadster racing history. Hello. I'm Billy Natson and we are going to be racing through the infamous Nakoma Cave, the Cave of Doom. With us we have the famous team Loud Phoenix Storm and their magnificent roadster racers. You ready to have a good race, JD? Me, I sure am, Billy. Let's burn some rubber. Everyone cheered. Billy, I love that racing spirit. I noticed that Lily is not here. Me, yes, she exhausted herself during an invasion with broccoli aliens. I know it sounds crazy but it's true. Billy, that's understandable. And I'm sure she's watching us right now. And he is right. Back at the estate, Lily was resting in her bed after exhausting herself during the fight with the Broccoloid invaders and the heartless Megatron. She was drinking some tea. She was watching the race on TV. Lynn Sr. came in. Lynn Sr., how are you feeling, sweetie? Lily, I'm almost better, Daddy. Lynn Sr., that's good. I'm sorry you couldn't race with everyone today. But they'll be back. Back in the race we were ready. Krista, and are we ready? We revved up our engines. Krista, on your mark. Me, to Butch and Wim, you two are going to eat my dust. Butch, we'll see. Krista, get set. We were ready to burn rubber. She waved the flag. Krista, rev up and go. We put the pedal to the metal and we were off. Billy, and they're off. We entered the cave and it was a breathtaking marvel. It took thousands, maybe millions of years to form it. We entered the cave and the ceiling of the cave was covered in razor-sharp stalactites. The stalactites, stalagmites, and columns were absolutely amazing. Me, wow. What a cave. Lana, I would love going into a cave like this. Cheetah, it sure is amazing. Lainey, I can't believe it took so long to form a cave of this magnitude. Me, caves take thousands of years to form and it probably took millions of years for this cave to form. Lisa, that is a good assumption. Then a stalactite fell from the ceiling. Me, look out. We dodged it and it hit one of the other racers' cars. Me, that was a close one. Kaboom. The other racer's car exploded into a fireball. He got out safely. Me, that was a close one. Dick dastardly fired lasers at the stalactites and made them fall. Sideswipe transformed and fired lasers at the falling stalactites and blew them apart. He transformed back. Nico, good save Sideswipe. Sideswipe, you're welcome guys. Smokescreen, smugly good thing my vehicle mode speed has increased since meeting JD and the others. At this rate, I'll be the first Autobot to cross the finish line. Lola, don't count on it smokescreen. Sideswipe, come on. Sunstreaker, step on it. Sunstreaker, if you hadn't forced me to look at that section of the cave back there, I'd be ahead now. Sideswipe, neither of us will win at this rate. Dick dastardly, drat. We'll have to do something else to stop them Muttley. We then entered another part of the cave and it was pitch black dark. It was so dark that we couldn't see anything in front of our faces. Nico, man it's really dark in here. I can't see a thing in here. Me, good thing our cars come equipped with nocturnal scopes that enable us to see in the dark. I pressed a button and a scope came up to my eyes and I saw everything in the dark. It was like the vision of Riddick. He can see everything in the dark. Me, wow. This nocturnal scope can see everything in this level of darkness. Lynn, this is so cool. Lucy, I don't need to use a scope. My eyes enable me to see in the dark. Drag strip, hurry up. Dead end or I'll beat you to the finish line. Dead end, so? Big deal. Beat me. Then we felt a rise in temperature. Me, whew. Man it's getting hot. Lincoln, yet. How hot is it? I looked at a temperature gauge. Me, 485 Fahrenheit? How did it get so hot? Lisa, there must be a pocket of molten magma ahead. I lifted my nocturnal scope and saw a red incandescent light coming from another room. Me, if that's the case it's time to cool down. Here we go. We pressed some buttons and an insulated dome formed over us and it had a viewing window in it. We went into the room and we saw a race road that goes right over a huge lake of lava. Me, wow. Luna, it's a lake of lava. Me, we're 25,000 feet below the surface of the earth and this cave goes through a volcano. Lincoln, this is so amazing. Lola, it sure is Linky. Very, boy it's really hot in here. Luan, there's no cooling down from this one. Laughs, get it? Most of us laughed. Me, laughs, good one Luan. We saw erupting geysers of lava come out of the lake and it was like we were taking a glimpse of the fiery pits of hell itself. Then massive lava bombs exploded out of the lava lake and rained down onto us. Me, incoming. We saw them coming and we dodged them and they hit the road in huge fiery explosions and lava globs rained down too. We got out of the room of lava and we went into the fourth room. It was the most magnificent and most dazzling crystal cave we had ever seen. There were massive crystals all over the room. It was much bigger than the crystal cave in Chihuahua, Mexico. Me, wow. Lori, This is literally the most amazing crystal cave ever. Lenny, these crystals are totes beautiful. Lincoln, I can't believe it took thousands of years to form these crystals. Me, actually these are all diamonds. And it took 3.3 billion years to form all these. Lisa, that is correct. The process of forming solid carbon into diamonds takes 1.8 to 3.3 billion years for geothermal heat and pressure to compress carbon into diamond crystal. Me, wow. So 75% of the time it took the Earth to form. Lisa, correct. Butch, it's time to cheat. Wham, you got it. Butch and Wham had blades form on their tires. Carol saw the race from a drone hovering over us. Carol, JD, Butch, and Wham are fighting dirty. They have blades on their tires. Me, I see them. Moto our master, if Butch and Wham want to play dirty, we can stoop to their level. Drag strip, you guys continue on ahead. We're gonna show those two cheaters what happens when they mess with the stunt icons. Me, show no mercy drag strip. We floored it. And drag strip fired lasers from his engine and they hit the back of Butch and Wham's car and set it on fire. Their car exploded and flipped them over and they crashed. Wild Rider, you assholes messed with the wrong racers. Ha 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 ha. Nico, Butch and Wham, you two have failed this race. Lori J, serves those two right. Override, you said it little sister. Me, you mess with the fire of Team Loud Phoenix Storm and we will burn you. We got to the final room. The most deadliest room of them all. It was loaded with all kinds of dangerous obstacles. There were all kinds of cave monsters, millions of bats and cave dragons. We dodged all of them. We saw the finish line up ahead and Dick Dastardly and he was setting up explosives. Dick Dastardly, this race is all mine for the win. Evil laughter. But Fu saw what he was gonna do. Fu, heads up JD. Dick Dastardly is gonna blow up the cave and block the road so he can take the race. Me, not for long Fu. I pressed a button and fired a laser and it hit the detonator plunger and it exploded in his face. Me, nice try Dastardly. Dick Dastardly, drat. 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 And triple drat. Billy Netson, and here comes the first racer to cross the finish line. It's Nico Chan. Everyone cheered wildly. We defied the impossible and made it out of the most dangerous and treacherous cave in the world. Nico, I won. Billy Netson, and in a tie for second it's JD. Knudsen, Lainey Loud and Lori Jimenez and Override. Me, yet. This was so awesome. Override, this was a fun race Lori. Lori J, it sure was Override. Everyone did the impossible and made it out of the cave. Nico was presented with the trophy. It was a magnificent gold trophy with a blue Swarovski crystal cluster and a race car zooming around it. Nico also got $50 million in cash. Butch and Wham arrived last and their racer was completely destroyed and burned. It fell apart when they got to the finish line. They walked up to us. Butch, it ain't right. We went through all that trouble to get your race car design right and you still win. Me, you two should realize that cheaters never prosper. Lainey, that's right. You don't deserve to be in any race at all. Because you two don't play fair. Butch, yet? Well, you better brace yourself. Because now I'm going to kill you all you fuckers. Lainey, we would like to see you try. Butch tried to throw a punch but Lainey dodged it and she grabbed his arm and flipped him and she broke his arm and the bone was sticking out of his arm. And then she punched him in the face and knocked him out. Me, nice work Lainey. Luna grabbed Wham and he had a look of fear on his face. Number 1 arrived and with his was Sector R from Moscow, Russia. Number 1, we'll take it from here guys. We'll take these two to their parents. Number 521, Russian accent, yes comrades of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. We contacted their parents and they are in lot of trouble. Me, thank you Number 1, oh I'm sorry JD, This is Yulia Petrakov. She's also number 521 and the leader of Sector R in Russia. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you. Number 521. Likewise, Comrade JD. Me, is this the first time an international sector of the kids next door reported kids to their parents? Number 1. Yes. It's a first for the organization. These two are looking at being grounded until they are 18. Me, well, good riddance to bad rubbish. Very, yep. Sailor Mars, this race was sure awesome. To the viewers, remember this, guys. Cheaters never prosper. Lincoln, you said it REI. Me, but great job, man. You won your first ever race. Nico, I sure did. It was so cool. Me, it sure was. Nico, and I also caught a suakun and a ray cow. Me, awesome. Now we both have the 3 legendary wolves. Nico, we sure do. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We went back home. We walk in and Lily was watching TV in the living room. Me, hey Lily. Lily, hey JD. I saw the race. You guys were awesome. Very, thanks Lily. Lily, you're welcome. Very, and Nico, congratulations on winning. You did great. Nico, thanks Lily. It's my first ever race. Me, you were awesome, buddy. Nico, thanks man. Later we were celebrating at the Burping Burger. Me, that was an awesome race. Nico, it sure was. That cave was a breathtaking marvel. And we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Dick dastardly lost another race and 2 cheating bullies have been grounded and placed on 24/7 supervised grounding. They will never be trusted again, and they were also permanently banned from racing. Me, well said man. Lainey, did I go overboard with breaking Butch's arm like that? Luna, no way Lanes. He deserved it for being a cheater. Sam SL, you got that right loons. Vince, those 2 give racers all over the place a really bad name. Me, well said partner. Carol, they sure do. Me, yep. We had a great celebration. At the houses of Butch and Wime, they were at the dining room tables eating Brussels sprouts, and their parents were really mad at them. When they were returned to their homes, they paid the price, grounded for life with no hope for TV or dessert. They can never be trusted again, and they were placed on 24/7 supervised grounding. Butch's arm was in a sling. Butch, I hate Team Loud Phoenix Storm. I will have my revenge. Butch's mom, shut up and eat your Brussels sprouts. Wime was locked in a cage and he had all his stuff but his bed taken away. Wime, I hate you Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Wime's dad, shut up in there. Serves you piss worms right. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. I got the idea for part 1 from the movie Avatar. One of the most awesome science fiction movies of all time. It was awesome and I loved it. 2009's Avatar was the biggest and most awesome movie ever. The Avatar part is the prequel to the upcoming Total Drama Galaxy saga we have in the drawing board stages. The cave race came to me as I was working on a recent chapter. I included the bullies from the Little Rascals, Butch and Wime, to add some excitement. I've known that movie The Little Rascals since I was a little kid and it was awesome and so funny. That movie was made in 1994 and it was awesome. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time. Avatar and the Little Rascals belong to their rightful owners.